All right, guys, welcome aboard. Hope you're all doing really, really well today. Welcome to the brand new breakthrough webinar. So grateful to have you on board here. Gonna get you on and off this live training very quickly, very efficiently, get you in some actionable tasks, some actionable training, some actionable things that you can take into your business, into your life to make a big difference. So we'll just give the last couple of seconds to let everybody get on board, and we will get going now in a matter of seconds. So hope you're all doing really well today and you're ready to learn something that's going to immediately impact your business and, most importantly, your overall life. Okay, so you're in the right place if you're a distributor that's tired of average results. If you want to make this your full-time career, if you want to take things to the next level, and if you want the tools and strategies to build a powerful personal brand, okay? So here's what you'll get. You'll learn by being with me today. You're going to learn how to become an online influencer, okay? So you stop wasting time and you start making money. How to find your unique selling point. Finding your unique selling points so you can create simple, outstanding content to attract your tribe. I'm going to explain that a little bit later on, how to find your USP. There's definitely something unique about you, whether you know it or not, okay? How to discover your dream downline, so how to laser target the team that you want to be surrounded by continuously, the people that you get excited about working with, the people that you want to be surrounded by, and then how to grow a bigger audience online, because whether we believe it or not, whether we know it or not, anybody in network marketing, anybody who's building a personal brand, your audience and your reach are directly affect your income, okay? So your audience and your engagement with your audience, the size of your audience and the engagement of your audience will directly affect your income, okay? So this is perfect if you want to learn how to write better sales copy as well. So better text, things, better content that will resonate with your people, with your audience. You know that having a strong brand will grow your business faster. And maybe if you're not currently very excited about your brand, if your brand's a bit meh, well, then you're in the right place, because we're going to make sure we freshen up, give you the tools and strategies to get you in a great place, okay? So what you walk away with, well, you'll have the simple strategies that allow you to effortlessly attract your dream customers, help you get clear on your dream customer and your dream team, and then teach you how to leverage your time to make more money using better copy, better text. If I ever use the word copy, I mean text, wording, okay? So here we go, pens at the ready. Let's get ready to rock. But before we get stuck in, I thought I'd just quickly introduce myself so you know who's talking to you. So my name is Garvin. I'm a branding and online marketing expert. I've personally built over 30 different businesses that have generated over €1 million or £1 million sterling every single year. I'm a manager to several online influencers, the likes of the food grinder Alex Dodder, who's based in London. He's got 111,000 people on Instagram. I'm manager and business partner to Siobhan O'Hagan, O Fitness, who currently has about 90 plus thousand people on Instagram. And I'm also the mentor to $1 million multi-level marketing earners. Okay, so network marketers all across Europe, South Africa, and the States. So I've been working for myself full-time for over 12 years. I've always been an entrepreneur. I've worn all the different hats there is, so I can answer pretty much any query question that you might have. In 2016, I transitioned into becoming a full-time teacher, educating people in building their personal brands, in getting themselves to where they want to be and monetizing their lives. And I believe in making learning simple, fun, and as easy as possible, okay? So as soon as I kind of understood how to help MLM distributors, network marketers, it really changed my life. This is me with the lovely girls in New Skin in Glasgow in Scotland, having a great time after a talk there. So helping my clients has really changed my life and developed new friends for me and the ability to travel worldwide. Here I am with my client, Dan Norell. And a nice comment on the right from one of my other clients on my Facebook page. So having the ability to make friends with my clients and get to know them has genuinely changed my life, and hopefully I'll be able to get to know a little bit about you during the course of this live training. So because of what I've been able to achieve for bricks and mortar businesses, I was continually asked by people how to grow an audience and profit online. So how you could take the same strategies, the same principles, and do that online, build a brand, market it, and monetize it, okay? And over time, I got asked by so many people that I started to become kind of consumed by the idea, to be honest. I just wanted to master it. I wanted to be able to help the people. So Off the back of all these questions, I kind of fast forward to today. I've built a program that's more successful, frankly, than I could have ever imagined in the last year and a half. I've got clients in the USA, the UK, South Africa, Ireland, and Australia, and I've been able to help distributors and online influencers go full time and live wherever they want, whenever they want. And I'll show you a couple of examples of those guys throughout the live training. Okay, so I've cracked how people can live a location flexible lifestyle online. Here's Siobhan, one of my influencers in sunny Portugal. I pretty much can't keep up with her where she is these days. She's always abroad, and a lot the same with my network marketers. That was me and Dan in Valencia, and this photograph I showed you earlier in sunny Spain. So building your personal brand. Okay, so my entire business changed the moment I chose to systematically discover how to help network marketers and distributors build a personal brand. And if my clients can do it, so can you, because they are not tech whizzes, and neither am I, to be totally honest. I'm not a tech whiz, and neither are my clients. Okay, so a couple of things to keep in mind. You got to get out of your own way with everything I'm teaching you here. Okay, so it's about taking action. It's not about procrastinating. It's not about perfection. It's about taking action and moving forward. Okay, so perfection is your enemy. Develop an action taker's mindset. That's the big thing with everything I'm going to teach you on this live training. An action taker's mindset. Okay, you got to make sure that that is the mindset you approach. Okay, so the ultimate goal is what we're going to try to achieve is to create an irresistible brand that attracts your dream customers, your dream teams, that you can ultimately stand out, serve your tribe, serve your audience better, and make more sales. Okay, and if my clients can do it, you better believe so can you. So let us get started. Okay, so who wants things take things to the next level? If you're ready to rock, then give me I'm ready in the Q&A box. Just make sure, guys, this is a two-way street. Chat to me, engage with me, and let me know how you're getting on. Okay, so I want you to start thinking a new way of thinking right as of now. Okay, so you're a real business, so you have to have a serious brand. There's too many people out there in network marketing that are just considering themselves the exact same as everybody else, so they therefore don't separate themselves from the pack. Okay, so you are the business. You got to treat yourself like one. And then finally, you're a content creator and the head of a global brand. Okay, I'm going to teach you a little bit more about that throughout the live training. So over the course of this, we've got 7 steps to success that I'm going to teach you through. Why it's vital distributors have a personal brand. Okay, finding your unique selling point, how to find that unique selling point, discovering your dream downline, how to promote your brand online, your brand visuals, growth hacking, which I'll explain later on, growth hacking your audience, so automatically growing your audience larger than you ever expected it to be, and then finally your online sales funnel. Okay, so pens at the ready to rock. Bear with me. Apologies if I take a sip of water during the webinar. I'm trying to get off coffee, as I've mentioned to a couple of my clients, and I'm trying to horse in the water. So bear with me while I if you do hear me taking a slug at any stage. But let's get ready to rock. Step 1: why it's vital to have a personal brand. Okay, well, it's so vital because, like I mentioned to you a little bit earlier, basically your audience size and your engagement with your audience directly affects your income. So product sales plus your team size and quality is directly associated with 3 things. Okay, these 3 things. This is so important. So please scribble this down: your content, your audience size, and your audience engagement. So what I mean by audience size, I mean the amount of people following you online, the amount of people following you on any social media platform, whether that be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever they are, wherever they're following you. Okay, and then finally your audience engagement, so how they're engaging with you, if the content you're putting out there, if they're liking it, if they're commenting on it, if they're sharing it. Your audience engagement is so vital. Okay, so you can, believe it or not, some of my clients have a small base, let's say, of an audience size, but they have huge audience engagement. Therefore, they're very successful at what they do. So, but if you can combine both your audience size and your audience engagement and create great content, then the world's your oyster. Okay, so to start with, what exactly is a brand? Well, it's your overall business identity, and it's how people feel about you and your business. Ultimately, your brand is what people say about you in advance of you, or another way of explaining it is, your brand is what people say about you when you're not around. To be honest, that's what your personal brand is. So we got to take control of that, because as you can see, there's so many people in network marketing. There's so many people in your business. There's so many people in tons of different network marketing businesses arguably selling somewhat similar products, or looking for people's attention to join their teams or to buy products. So you got to separate yourself from the pack, because you cannot do the same thing as everybody else and expect a different result. If you go in and do the exact same thing as everybody else, if you look upline, if you look around you and just keep doing the same old thing, you will not differentiate yourself from the pack. You will not rise to the top. So you got to build a personal brand. You got to extract yourself from everybody else. You got to capture people's attention. That's so vital. Otherwise, it is nigh on impossible to get to the level where you want to be. And I presume if you're on this call, you want to be a full-time distributor. And if you're not, then it's probably best off you jump off, because what I'm going to teach you here over the next 40, 50 minutes is going to show you how you can go full-time. It's the exact same principles and strategies that I've done with my clients, that I do with my clients every single day, that I'll be doing for the remainder of the day after this call, so you can take action immediately, all right? So a strong brand example. Here's a strong brand example of a girl, Natalie Diver, online. She has a very strong personal brand, okay? People recognize the posts she's putting up. People recognize what she's about. Now, I know she's got 74,000 followers. Don't worry about that. I'm just showing you strong examples. She produced Boss Babe Inc., okay? Strong example of a personal brand. Another strong example of a personal brand, a girl, Melissa Griffin, very strong, clear. Now, your thing is to remember, I'm going to explain this throughout, your brand is not necessarily your branding. Please, please, please don't misinterpret that and write this down. Your brand is not, and I repeat that, your brand is not your branding. Your branding is your visuals, your coloring, your fonts, your style. That is important, but your brand is ultimately your message, okay? Your brand is your message. Okay, your brand is your message. Again, another example of a strong brand, Nick Pidge, okay? Nick Pigeon, rather. I was reading her Instagram name. So another example of a strong personal brand, okay? So your brand is so important. It's so ultra important. It is how you will stand out online. It is how you will attract the right dream team. It's how you'll attract the right customers, long-term customers, loyal customers, okay? Easy customers to work with. It's how you'll attract the right team, like I've said, the right downline. People will develop more connection and loyalty to you. You'll basically eliminate the competition. You'll eliminate the people around you, and you'll fast track your results to get into a higher level within your business, okay? Strong brands can charge premium prices. You'll have more credibility and trust, and it feels good to have a brand you're excited about. Like, it's one huge thing, and it seems like an unimportant thing. But if you're crystal clear on the message that you're sharing out there with people, not the same old, do you want to make money online? Are you on Facebook 4 hours a day? Do you want to make money? That sort of stuff does not get engagement anymore. That sort of stuff is dead. You got to take things that are working now, and things that are working now are people who are differentiating themselves, building a personal brand, extract themselves. Because if you're giving off the wrong vibe, you better believe you're not gonna get the right results. If you're giving off the wrong vibe online, you're just basically not gonna get there, okay? So you attract the wrong people simply. And like I've said, you're just another face in the crowd if you don't have a personal brand, if you don't have some way of differentiating yourself from everybody else. Because just think about it, it's so obvious when you actually break it down. Like, if you don't have a personal brand, if you don't have a plan to create content that will capture people's attention, then it is literally impossible to get to the level that you want to be, because you're just another person pushing your product, pushing your opportunity amongst thousands that are doing it. If you want to get to the level you want to be, that you deserve to be, that you have on your vision board or your dream board, then you better believe you need a powerful personal brand, okay? So just an example, right? You and I wouldn't go to a street that was fully loaded full of Starbucks. If we were on a street, taking any high street in the country, and there's, let's say, 5 Starbucks on the street, which is probably, a good chance of it in a lot of streets, right? So if we're on a street and there's 5 Starbucks and we have an opportunity to open up another cafe, are we going to go and try and get a Starbucks franchise? Probably not. Like, we'd go and open a Costa, we'd go open a Nero, we'd go open our own thing. Even better, we'd go open our own thing, something independent, something that will capture people's attention, something that will stand out. But if you take that analogy, that's what people are doing. People are just jumping on board, rinse and repeat, and expecting the same thing that other people are doing to get them a different result. And unfortunately, it just does not work, and it will not get you to where you want to be. So I just really want to hammer home why it's so vital that you have a personal brand. And I'm going to teach you now throughout the training how to go and extract that. So here's another example, speaking of Starbucks, right? So branding is everything. What we have on the left-hand side is a standard coffee. What we have on the right-hand side is a Starbucks coffee. We all know we spend more for branded goods when it's personally branded, all right? Or rather, when it's branded, when it has a powerful brand behind it. So again, another example, simple thing, same fluid, same liquid in both bottles. What do you pay more for? Okay, what captures your attention more? What is more quality, all right? So your time is so limited. Think about this. Your time is so limited with network marketing. Like, you're under so much time pressure. Maybe you've got another job. Maybe you've got a family. Whatever scenario that you're currently in. I know a lot of my clients have a lot of things going on. Several of them have different, are multiple entrepreneurs. Like, they might have a different business, or they might have they might have a different business, or they might have a business with their partner, or most of them have kids. And without a personal brand, like I said, you're just going back to being a drone. You're just going back to here. You're being lost amongst the crowd. Okay, so time is so vital. So make sure you have a powerful personal brand. That's one thing that's so important, as an absolute bedrock of everything that you're doing, because otherwise you're just simply lost. All right. So now, pens at the ready again. If you dust off and you were jumping on ASOS or Marks and Spencer's, or you were looking elsewhere, because I'm going to bring it to the top of every lesson as we go, and make sure that you're switched on, because everything I'm showing you here is the behind the scenes of what I show, what I train my clients in. Okay, and you can take action here immediately. So what's unique about you? So like we said, extracting your unique selling points. I'm going to teach you now how to extract your unique selling points so you can stand out from the crowd. Now that you understand why it's so vital to stand out from the crowd, I'm going to teach you how you can do it. So as you'll notice, everything I'm teaching you throughout the training here is like the pillars to a skyscraper, I suppose you'd call it. It's like the foundation. We're laying in the groundwork, and then we're building it up and up and up. So everything I'm showing you is sequential. Okay, so extracting your unique selling point. So regardless of how you do or how you act, not everybody's going to like you. Okay, so you might as well be 100% you. So what we want to do is extract something unique about you that you can go and create content around that online. You can go and represent that. You can go and be that person. Okay. So first, you got to get crystal clear on your superpowers, and whether you believe it or not, you definitely have them. You have something unique about yourself. All right. It could be an interest in anything. It could be interest in healthy food. It could be an interest in healthy kids' food. It could be an interest in travel. It could be an interest in traveling with your partner. It could be an interest in entrepreneurship. Anything at all that you have an interest in. I had a client who had an interest in horse riding, and she went and built a personal brand around herself that's somewhat tied into that, and then ended up exploding forward with a massive team and massive product sales, because she was not just pushing products continuously. She was not just pushing her opportunity continuously. She had something else to share value with. So what you always want to do is consider, what could you share value with the world and what excites you. Okay, so pens at the ready here, and scribble these down, or even take a photograph of the screen. I find that a handy one. So you need to ask yourself, what are you naturally good at? Okay, what are you naturally good at? What have you got an interest in? What are you currently doing right now that you can do more of in your business? All right, how can you become exceptionally good at what you're naturally good at? So what are you doing that you could become naturally really good at? Okay, so ask yourself these things as well. And really, these are the most important questions. So what's unique about me? What are your interests? What are your hobbies, etc.? Like, maybe you don't have any hobbies currently, but what did you previously have an interest in? Maybe you have an interest in books. You could definitely build a personal brand around being someone who reads powerful material every single day. Maybe you're sharing incredible, tips and quotes, or not tips and quotes rather, but maybe you're sharing incredible book titles and podcasts with your audience every single day to help them move forward in a certain niche, right? What's unique about your journey? What has brought you to where you're being? Have you had trials or tribulations? What's unique? What's attractive about your story? And like I've already mentioned, what are your successes, your trials, your tribulations? All right. And then you got to ask yourself as well, why would someone join your business? Why would someone actually want to join your team? What are your ambition levels? How do you kind of convey that throughout what you're doing? What brought you to network marketing? So what actually brought you to become here? What's your backstory? And ultimately, why are you so passionate about what you're doing? Once you write these things down, once you answer these questions yourself, you can start to formulate your personal brand, what's unique about you, your backstory, an interest you have, a hobby you have, because you got to differentiate yourself. You got to share a different message. You got to build something and share value with people that is not the same old thing. It's not the same old rinse and repeat posts online, not the same old drudgery that you see every single day amongst nearly every single network marketer in pretty much all jurisdictions, okay? But the people who are building a personal brand are the ones who understand these questions, all right? They understand their unique selling points. We'll flick over them again one more time in case you want to get them down. So what's unique about you? What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What's unique about your journey? What can you make attractive about your story, okay? So what can you emphasize about your backstory to attract people to you? So I'll repeat that. What can you emphasize about your backstory to attract people to you? Why would someone join your business? What are your ambition levels? What brought you to network marketing? And why are you so passionate, right? So when you figure out these strengths, sometimes you don't even realize what you're good at until someone else points them out. So if you're struggling as well, and once you get this down in place, you can ask your friends and ask your followers, and you can write down the top 3 answers. So if you come up with some ideas, just go and ask your friends, is this something that I'm good at? Is this something that you think is unique about me? Is this something that you think I could share and do well with? Is this something that you think I could produce content with and share with people online? Is this something that you think would be of value? And remember, when I say of value, all value doesn't need to be perfect. It can be simply making someone smile. It could be pointing someone in the right direction for, a tip, a recipe, a book. It could be anything once it's different from what everybody else is doing. So go out and ask the people that are around you, ask your friends, ask your audience. But one thing I'd mention on asking your friends, don't always ask the friends that will give you the right answer, as in the yes answer. Ask people who might challenge you a little bit. So it's important that not only you know what makes you different, but that you can clearly communicate it with your audience, okay? So you can share value, like I've said. So what we're going to do is once you have that, then you're going to focus on one niche, one area. So once you have an interest in something, once you understand what content you're going to create, we're going to focus on one area, and then you're going to dominate that. So you can't please everybody. Don't try to please everybody. It simply lowers your value, okay? So again, thirdly, what makes you different? There might be 5,000 people in your industry, in your network marketing company, in your area, but what makes you different? What's going to make you stand out? Okay, what's going to make you stand out online? And these are the things that are working. So the answers that you've ascertained, take the answers that you've understood, take the answers that you've gotten after going through the process that I've just shown you, and then you're going to get excited and you're going to start to create content, okay? This is where the excitement happens. This is where you start to become a personal brand. This is where you start to become an online influencer, a person of influence who can influence their audience, who can grow their audience, and can ultimately get their business to where they want to be. Because the thing is, you can create unbelievable, simple, doesn't need to be perfect. You can create unbelievable, simple content. You can vlog, you can have a blog, you can have a podcast, you could do videos on LinkedIn, which nobody does, and it gets so much activity when you do. You could have a really, really good series of live streams, and we all know a lot of people are doing live stream terribly, but you could have a really high caliber content series of live streams, okay, in any area. It could be in anything. It could be absolutely anything. It could be any topic, anything that you want to share value with that will attract people to you. Because once you start to attract people to you, you'll get more eyes on yourself, you'll grow your audience, and you can slowly start to engage people, turn them into, actually not slowly, you'll quickly start to engage people, turn them into downline, and start selling them products as well. So once you've figured out your story, like I've explained, you become a creator, not a consumer. And like I've said, you can go and use social media, you can create live videos, graphic videos, build a podcast, build a YouTube channel, whatever you desire, okay? So your brand story is, you got to write down all your answers. You're going to summarize them, and you're going to learn them. So you're going to summarize all the answers after you've gone through the process that I've shown you, after you've gone and asked a couple of people, and you're going to learn them. This is your brand story, and it should include your backstory, your passion, and your ambition levels, okay? So you got to ask yourself, what do your audience want, and how do they want to feel? So I mentioned this at the very start. So once you get all this as well, remember to be authentic. Don't worry about, or don't rather get stuck in the idea of making sure that everything is perfect and, you have to live this glam lifestyle, because we all see that out there. And a lot of it is, frankly, excuse my language, a lot of it is frankly bullshit, isn't it? It's absolute rhubarb. So be authentic. Share something that you are authentically excited about, okay? So personal branding needs to feel authentic in order for people to care about what you say. As we all know, there's a hell of a lot of people being fake online. So the easiest way to stand it is just by asking yourself, is this me? All right. So once we know what you represent, then we're going to create your brand identity using some visuals from your brand story, which we will touch on later. Okay, so hope you understand that. Now that we understand why it's so vital to have a personal brand, now we understand that how to go and extract your personal brand, why, or how you can extract yourself from the audience, how you can go and understand now how to build your content, what is unique about you, how to go and really differentiate yourself from the pack, and then you can go forward and start actually producing this content by showing you, or rather by going with the process that I just showed you through. All right, guys, next up is how to target your dream team. Now that we're getting these pillars in place, we're going to target your dream team. This is unbelievably exciting. All right, so how to target your dream team. Imagine being surrounded by people that you really get excited about working with, all right? I'm sure you've been in the situation where you have signed up people. You might have a ton of people in your team. You might have, 80, 90 downline, easy. You could have hundreds, if not thousands of downline. You could have no downline, all right? It doesn't matter where you are in this process, but ultimately, I'm sure you have had people that you've signed up and have dropped off, right? So you've signed up and you've driven up and down the motorway. You've rang them every night. You've done Skype calls with them. You've WhatsApped them endless times. You're sharing value with them. You're trying to invite them along to team trainings. You're doing all of these kind of things, but ultimately they are not engaging with you. They're just not receptive to it, right? They've fallen off the map. And why is this? Well, the reason why this is because they're not your dream team. They're not your ideal team members, right? They're the wrong people for your team. So like I said to you earlier, your time is so valuable. We want to understand now how to laser target your dream team. Because imagine the situation where you're surrounded by people. Maybe you're having them over to your house, or maybe you're meeting them at a team training, or maybe it's just a group Skype call. But imagine being surrounded by people that you genuinely get kind of giddy about. I don't know, sorry if that's it's an Irish word, but giddy in your tummy, like excited in your belly about working with. That is something that we want to make sure that you have in place after this, all right? So we want to make sure that you're excited, genuinely excited about working with the people that are around you. So top network marketers know who their ideal customers are and who their dream team is, all right? So who their ideal customers are and who their dream team is. So in order to attract your dream customer or your dream downline, you need to know exactly who that person is. So we need to get crystal clear on who that person is, because if you can't, or if you don't know who you're targeting, then it's unbelievably difficult to go out there and hit the right person. Because like I've said, you can go out there and try to sign up everybody, but you'll end up wasting so much time. You'll invest so much time in them that you won't get the same results, because you'll invest so much time in people that are not right for you, and they'll fall off the map, and they were never right for you in the first place because you didn't know who your dream team was, didn't know who your target downline was. So the more crystal clear you are on who they are, the easier it'll be to effortlessly attract them, all right? So the easier it'll be for you to easily attract them, all right? So we want to find that sweet spot between your dream person and your paying customer or your active downline, right? So the person who's willing to take action. We want to find that sweet spot in the middle there, as you can see. So your dream customer or your dream downline, that is what we're going to achieve. So you got to ask yourself, in a perfect world, who do I want to serve? Okay, who do I want to serve? What kind of customers do I want to serve? And what kind of team members do I want to serve as a leader? Because you're a leader now. Okay, you've got a personal brand. We've shown you how to have a personal brand. We've shown you how to extract your unique selling point. So you're now a leader of your global brand. So who do you want to serve? This is so exciting when you get crystal clear on this. This is ridiculously exciting. Trying to appeal to everybody equals you appeal to nobody, all right? So trying to appeal to everybody means you appeal to nobody. So don't go out there with just broad strokes and try sign up everybody or try sell to everybody, because you just won't get the same, or you won't get anywhere. Basically, you're just going out there wasting your time, to be totally frank, all right? So waste of time, because you're going to spend so much time, like I've said, driving up and down, meeting for coffee, spending money, wasting petrol, making phone calls, all of that junk, unless you're crystal clear. So we want to minimize the time you're putting into your business and maximize your results. So if that sounds good, then make sure you're writing down the questions that are coming up and make sure you're taking notes on this, right? So when you uncover their profile, you'll save more time and more money recruiting, all right? You're going to retain team members. And like I've said, time invested in your team members will not be wasted. So the time you've invested in people will not be wasted, because every hour you're putting into someone or every 10 minutes you're putting into someone is moving them along the ladder, as opposed to every hour you're putting into someone that might just drop off the map, or you feel like you're wasting time on them. That's an hour you could have for yourself. That's an hour you could have for someone who's proactive about business. That's an hour you could actually just live. I mean, when's the last time you actually sat down yourself, didn't have a phone, didn't have to look after the kids, or have a boss with emails to respond to, and actually just open a book or listen to music? I mean, imagine. It's hard to believe. And that is what you can do by doing the steps that I'm showing you here, okay? So how do we target your dream team? We want to write down these questions. We want to get a crystal clear profile. Who do I get excited about working with? Okay. What do they look like? What age are they? Where do they live? What's their job, etc.? Who do they follow online? Write these things down, guys. These are so important. And when you get clear on these, you can unbelievably reduce the amount of time you're putting into your business and unbelievably maximize the time you're putting into your business, all right? So you should know pretty much everything about this person, all right? Their basic demographics, where they're from, okay? What their wants, what their passions are, what their interests are, things they don't like. things they do not like, all right? Where they hang out online, where are they, what are their websites, what are the things they're looking at, what are they reading, their specific struggles and pain points, problems they pay to have solved, their story and name. Even give them a story and a name, all right? These are the things you want to get crystal clear on with your dream team, all right? Please, please, please write these things down. I'll jump over them again for you. Who do I get excited about working with? What do they look like? What age are they? Where do they live? What's their job? Who do they follow online? Their wants, their passions, their interests, things they don't like. All right? What are their struggles? What are their pain points? Even give them, like I've said, give them a name and give them a backstory. Okay, so for example, you want to get crystal clear and even write out, give them a picture, find a picture online of what they look like, write down their frustrations, what they want, what their fears are, where they hang out online. And the more clear you are on this, the more you can go out there and absolutely laser target these people and genuinely be surrounded by people that you get excited about. Like imagine having a crew of people over to your house for a team meeting that you are buzzing, like they're your best mates. And every hour you put into them, you know that it's pushing you forward, it's moving them forward, and it's not wasted time versus signing people up. And it's like, it's trying to revive the dead nearly. Like, Jesus, you'd be feckin' driven, demented, trying to find people. And I've seen my clients do that. And until they've gotten crystal clear on this, then they've had the success and then they've had the ease, and everything starts to become so much easier, guys, all right? This is probably my most favorite slide from the whole trainer, right? The multiplying effect starts to kick in then. When you get clear on who that person is, this is you in the red, that's your team in the yellow, or your direct downline in the yellow, and then that's their direct downline in the blue. And these are all the kind of people that you want to be surrounded by. They're not people that are going to waste your time, all right? So get crystal clear on this, and you can have this around you. And this is what the top network marketers understand. This is what the top people understand in any industry, how to surround themselves with people they exactly want by laser targeting who it is that they want to be surrounded by. And you could have your crew, like I said, you could have your crew over to your house on your live Skype calls, at your team meetings. You could have a global business. Genuinely, you could have a global business once you get crystal clear on these things, guys. These are the exact same pillars that will make you go global. The exact same things. And once you have these people in place, not only can you laser target them in real life, but you can also laser target them using really, really, really cheap Facebook ads, all right? So ridiculously cheap Facebook ads, and you can get direct leads coming into you. And that might sound scary, it might sound daunting, it might sound difficult. It's so easy. It's ridiculously easy to laser target these people, all right? So you got to be able to talk to them like they're your best friends. So this person that you now have in your mind, you got to be able to talk to them like they're your best buddy, all right? That is the goal. Now it's time to touch on your social media and how to promote yourself online. I hope you're enjoying everything so far, guys, and you're getting huge value from this. Again, I'm really grateful to have you on board here. I'm excited to see your results when you start to take action on these things. And these are exactly the same things that get people dramatic results in their business and ultimately, I suppose, in your life, isn't it? When you get that result in your business, then your lifestyle starts to take a hell of a change. I'm going to take a quick sip of water if that's all right with you before we kick on to social media. So make sure you've gotten crystal clear now on why it's so important to have a personal brand, okay? How to go and find that unique selling point that you have. So what's your unique selling point, or what content are you going to create? Who your dream team is, or who the people you want to be surrounded by are, who they are, and who your dream customer is, all right? That is so, so, so vital. And now we're going to touch on your social media and how to promote your personal brand online, okay? So you should always have your dream customer online, but everything you do, anything you create, anything you post, you should always have that person online. Or rather, in mind. Every single time you post, you want to have that person at the forefront of your mind. So when you design your website, maybe post on Facebook, post on Instagram, write an email, create a sales page, post something on social media, etc., etc. Eat your feckin' lunch. You want to have that person at the forefront of your mind because it just starts to magnetize that person towards you. So why is social media so important? Well, guys, social media is so vital because it's our voice. It's what you're using to connect with the world, okay? It is everything to grow your online business. If you want to become an influencer, if you want to have a personal brand, it is impossible to do that without using social media, without using all formats of social media. And it's very, very, very easy to do when you get clear on the things that I've shown you, all right? So social success. So you got to do the right thing in the right way to get the right results. Here's a question for you. have you ever created a team online? So have you built many team members? Have you signed up many downline online? Have you ever sold online? Hopefully you're doing both, and you should be smashing both. And after this training, you're going to be multiplying what you're doing on both of them, right? But if you're not, then you're most certainly missing out. If you're not doing the level that you want, the level that you desire, the level that you know you need to be at, then you're ultimately missing out. So got to ask yourself, will my dream client love this? Your dream client is like your North Star. It's like your guiding beacon. It's like the one thing you keep in mind every time you're posting, every time you're replying, every time you're using language, every time you are doing something online, you're keeping that dream client at the very forefront of your mind, guys. And this is what just magnetizes you to your audience. This is what makes you magnetic. This is what turns you into a serious online influencer. Once you have that person at the very forefront of your mind, that is your guiding beacon, okay? Your guiding beacon, rather, as I slur in my Dublin accent. Apologies. So that is your guiding beacon. That is your North Star, because the reason is they'll feel more connected to you and your content. They're more likely to want to buy from you, more likely to want to engage with you. They're more likely to want to sign up as your team members. They'll feel like you're understood by you, and you'll be more able to connect and empathize with them, okay, in their situation. So speaking of communication, that leads us to the language that you're using online, okay? The language that you're using online. This is so different to the language that we use in person or in talking or in real life, because it sits there, it stays there, and it's never going to be gone. It's never going to go unless you go and delete it, let's say, but it's already, the message is already being delivered. So the right language is so vital, and it's not difficult to do. It's just about having a level of awareness. So what is copywriting? I mentioned this earlier on. So what is copy or copywriting? Well, it's simple, constructed language in a way that persuades people to either believe something that you want them to believe, or something that you want them to do, okay? In terms of signing up your new team, in terms of selling them customer or selling them products, all right? So to effortlessly attract your dream customers, your dream team, you got to use their language. You got to go back to your ideal customer avatar, your dream downline, and you got to use their language. You got to make sure that you're talking in the right way that they want to be spoken to, okay? And the language that they use, the vernacular, the lingo that they use, because when you get clear on that, you can maximize it. Here's an example, right? If you were someone who wanted to, have a team of people who were high-level executives, you decided that you were going to create content around entrepreneurship, you were going to mainly focus on LinkedIn, then you'd kind of be using a formal style of language with the posts that you're doing, with the little videos that you're doing to aimed at people in corporate offices. Maybe you're aiming at people who are in 9-to-5s working at a really high level but want out. That could be an example of using the right kind of language. Maybe if you're targeting stay-at-home mums, then you want to make sure you're using the kind of language that stay-at-home mums use with their kids. Maybe you tie in and, use clever words that are, based on maybe the area that you're in, just to capture people's attention, all right? Maybe you're using a bit of humor in there as you think about the language that you use, all right? So second, you want to write down 5 words that accurately describe your dream customer, right? So take what we've gotten you in terms of getting your dream customer, your dream team, and write 5 words out that accurately describes them. Are they quirky? Are they quiet? Are they, curious? Are they lazy? Are they lovable? Are they boisterous, adventurous? Whatever they are. Once you're clear on that person, you want to get what will connect with them in their mind. Okay, what kind of language will get them excited, all right? And then you want to sprinkle those keywords and phrases everywhere on your emails, on your posts, all right? On your website. Don't worry if you don't have a website. Don't worry, all right? On anything that you're doing, even if it's just on your Instagram posts or your Facebook posts or your, any video that you're doing, or even replying to a message, just sprinkle those keywords. And this is what I've seen with my clients. It's seen them explode. It's absolutely seen them explode. I had a client onto me yesterday who's engaged with this unbelievably well, a girl in Scotland, and she has exploded her business. It's incredible. She's exploded not only her network marketing business, but a sideline business by engaging with the kind of language and copy and getting crystal clear on her personal profile. All right, so your stories don't have to be life-changing. They just need to relate to your dream customer and illustrate a point. So the content you're sharing doesn't need to be life-changing at all, all right? So guys, please make sure that is understood and you get that down, because it's such a simple thing and it's a huge thing that most people forget about, is the use of language in everything that you're doing. So it's so vital to get crystal clear on that, because when you have, let's say, we'll roll over just quickly again, when you understand your personal brand or why it's so important to have one, when you've extracted your unique selling point, okay, when you know what content you're going to create, when you know what content you're going to share across all social media platforms, when you've gotten crystal clear on the dream team that you want to be surrounded by, your dream downline, when you know exactly what kind of customers you want to be dealing with, the kind of people you want to be taking phone calls with on a Tuesday night in the winter when someone wants products from you, they're the kind of people that you want. Or even if it's, Facebook Messenger, whatever kind of people you want to engage with, you want to be surrounded by. And then when you understand the kind of language that they use, the kind of language to use online to connect with them, you're absolutely multiplying your level of success unbelievably, as opposed to, if you think about it, before you knew those 4 things, or before I really drilled them home, you could be just going out there just broadly, lashing out posts, looking at everybody else is doing and expecting a different result. And like we've always said, remember the 2 slides that I've shown you, the slide with all the faces, where all the faces are the exact same. You don't want to be that just facing the crowd. You want to extract yourself from the noise. And then you want to have the second slide I'll remind you about is the multiplication effect. Remember the slide I said is my favorite slide? That is ultimately where you want to be, where you're attracting the dream team around you. And then that's going on, that's doubling up, and that's multiplying and multiplying and multiplying. So ultimately you're surrounded by people that you're buzzed about, that you're psyched about, that you're jumping out of bed at 6 a.m. in the morning because you just cannot wait to work with them, okay? And that is where you will be. All right, so now we're going to touch on our brand visuals. So like I said at the very start, okay, this is a big misunderstood fact about the word brand. Your brand visuals are not necessarily your brand. Yes, they're important. Are they the be-all and end-all? No, they are not the be-all and end-all, because your brand is what people say about you. It's your voice. It's everything about what you're sharing with the world, okay? So here's a big tip for you. Do not overuse your company branding. So don't keep posting product posts continuously, all right? Don't keep hammering down the company that you're with, because ultimately people just expect you then to be always giving the hard sell. They get bored of it. It's about building your personal brand. It's about attracting people to you, not to your company. You're different from your company. That's just an opportunity that you have to share with people. You are your own personal brand. So don't continuously post product photos. Do not, please don't do it, guys, because it's just killing your audience reach. Because remember what I said at the very start, one of the most important things to understand with building a personal brand and becoming a person of influence online is understanding this point that I'm going to say. So please write it down again. Your audience size and your audience engagement directly affect your income. So the more product posts you push out there, the more people will get bored of what you're doing. The more basic generic stuff you put out there, the more people will get bored of what you're doing. The more people will just disengage with you, and the less people that will actually engage with you, want to buy with you, want to believe what you say, want to buy your products, and ultimately be part of your team, all right, and be pushing you up the ladder and getting you to a place where you're a full-time distributor. Or even if you're full-time already, then getting you to a place where you're adding zeros to your income. All right, so without content, you're voiceless, guys. So without quality brand image, you simply won't go global. You won't even go local. Okay, you won't engage new team members. You won't engage your current team members as much. And without quality content, like I've said, you're damaging your brand. Every time you post or don't post without quality content, you're damaging your brand. So you are your brand, not the company. So why is that important? Well, have you ever had to deal with the situation where people say to you, and if you haven't, then you must not have never spoken to anybody. You must have never shared anything online. Maybe you only signed up to your company in the last 45 minutes or whatever before the training. But if you have never come across people who say, oh my God, that's a scam. Oh Jesus, I couldn't join that. That's a pyramid scheme. Oh my God, no. When they go and Google your opportunity, they come across unfair things that we need to make sure do not affect you and your business. Have you ever come across where people say to you, oh, network marketing or multi-level marketing, no, that's a scam. Oh Jesus, that's a scam. Or pyramid scheme, oh, that's a scam. Oh, I couldn't go near that, because they've gone and Googled the opportunity and they've come up with negativity, all right? Unfair negativity. So by building a personal brand, we got to make sure, and by not continuing posting product posts, we got to make sure that that does not occur for you. And this is, my clients do not have this trouble. They do not have this trouble because people look at them, they understand that they're an online influencer, even if it's a small audience, and they understand that there's someone to take seriously. They trust them. They realize that they're authentic and they want to buy from them. They don't care about any of the junk that they see online. Because the thing is, like I've said, do you think top distributors have to deal with this? Do you think top distributors in your company or any major network marketing company have to deal with the kind of junk of, excuse my language, I'm going to use bad language, the kind of shite talk, sorry for the, I'm Irish, let me away with it, kind of shite talk, frankly, guys, where, it's like, oh, that's a scam, or, that's a multi-level. They don't have to deal with that because they've got a powerful personal brand. People are desperate to buy into them. Okay. And as you can see, the people who go and build a personal brand nearly go beyond their opportunity. Okay. They nearly go bigger than that. And that is what we're going to do with you. All right. So you can and will post your products. All right. I'm not saying that you cannot do it at all, but you got to do it subtly. All right. You got to do it cleverly. You can do it subtly without ever being salesy if you are clever. So subtle product placement, all right? You can subtly get your products in there. There's my boy from Modern Family getting his Apple iPad in there, all right? Just an example of getting your opportunity in there. You can subtly lead to curiosity. Here's one of my clients subtly posting his lip balm with a drink on Instagram. So you can use your products, but just don't be hammering them down people's throats continuously. There's the main man, Simon Cowell, with his ruggedly hairy chest and his Coca-Cola. All right, so subtly getting his product placement in. So guys, you can post products, you can understand these things, but it's about, like I said, building your personal brand, making sure people are attracted to you and not going out there Googling things, getting unfair results and basically giving you an unfair advantage because they see things that are nothing to do with you. So we want to extract you from that. Building your personal brand will reduce or move you away from that. So like I've said, you got to model the best for success. So go to different industries. Don't model other people in network marketing continuously. Why? Well, because it will ultimately lead you back to the same results. Like I said at the very start, you got to do things differently to get a different result. And if everybody's doing the exact same thing, then you simply ask yourself, will this lead to a different result? No, it won't. It won't make you go full time. It won't make you go add another zero to your income. It won't get you to the level you want to be. So be your own hero and get influenced, get inspired, and get buzzed up by people in different industries, all right? So we're going to touch on some visual tools that you'll love now, all right? So an inspiring story plus stunning visuals equals your brand, okay? Your branding, rather, all right? So once you figured out your story, you can easily do this yourself. You can jump on canva.com, create beautiful imagery. You can jump on a website that's incredible for creating value or creating beautiful branding, Fiverr.com, so Fiverr.com. You can find graphic designers there that will produce you beautiful branding for $5. For $5, it's unbelievable. So jump online there, look at who has the best reviews, look at samples of what they've produced, see, do you like it, pull the trigger on it, voila, you have your own personal branding, all right? So once you've understood all the other elements of what I've shown you, you can go and bingo, get yourself personal branding. There's a tip for you, it's only $5, unbelievable. Or you can go get yourself a graphic designer and spend hundreds of dollars. But you can take that hack, all right? So another little app for you, if you're ever doing selfies, I'm going to blitz through these for you guys, scribble them down. If you want to use Facetune 2, download it from the Android and app stores, all right? Little before and after if you want to clean up, you're doing any selfies or if you're doing any personal shots. VSCO, so this is an unbelievable app for photography, all right? This is what, believe it or not, all the top Instagrammers use. People do not realize this. All the guys that I work with, all the people that I manage in terms of online influencers, they all use VSCO. It's unbelievable for editing photos, right? So there's this and one other. I'm going to show you the other one in a second, but these two apps are exactly what all the top online influencers use. When you see photography online, you think to yourself, oh shit, that is delicious. That looks unbelievable. That is what they're using. And alongside the other one, they're going to show you now in a moment. All right, so another app for you, the Unum, I think that's how you pronounce it, the Unum app. You can plan your content. You can put frames on apps or images, loads of things you can do. Have a look at that. I'm going to be totally honest. I haven't spent that much time ever using Unum. But before my latest trainings, I always ask my crew of top influencers, what are they using? And this is one thing that they mentioned. So another simple tip, and it's a really small tip, but it's very easy, is use hashtags in your posts, all right? So if you've got a lot of hashtags that you know will connect with your community, depending on let's just say you were posting photographs of kids' recipes, all right? Just taking a random example on Instagram. You might have a load of hashtags. You can jump online. You can find the hashtags using websites. So you could have those saved in your phone as a note. So you could post your photograph of your delicious kids' healthy recipe. You could watch your engagement go up. You could go then in and repost on your own photographs. You could post on your own photograph with all of the hashtags that will attract people to that kind of post. So all the hashtags that will attract people to that kind of post. So you can just keep this handily, is handily a word? I hope it's a word. You can keep that handily on your iPhone or on your Android or whatever phone you're using, and you can just copy and paste it in every time you do a post that's related to that. And believe it or not, it does actually lead to getting more followers, more likes, more engagement. So it's a handy little simple tip, all right? So like I've said, you can create beautiful graphics using canva.com. So you can use that for all sorts of visuals. So get stuck into it. You use it from your phone, your tablet, your laptop, all right? So you've got the skills to create social posts, blog posts, skins, event flyers, anything that you may want at your disposal, all right? So you can give yourself a nice team and a feel. Okay, I'm lashing through these. I did say they'd be quick and fast. Another one that I love, guys, is Adobe Post. Okay, Adobe Post. It's brilliant. Use it on any phones, free of charge. It's unbelievable. Has loads of pre-made themes. You can use this to highlight anything, to market anything. It's just absolutely, it's deadly. Sorry, that's another Dublin word. It's deadly. It's brilliant. It's really, really good. So get stuck into that. And the other app that I mentioned the Instagrammers have 2 apps for making photography beautiful. So the other one is Snapseed. So make sure you download that. Google actually make it. So it's seriously, seriously good. And it's incredible for sharpening up your photos, making everything look unbelievable. You can genuinely take a lousy photograph and you can make it look incredible with Snapseed. So get on that one of anything. Get on Snapseed, guys. Can't emphasize it enough. It's feckin' brilliant. Okay. So I hope you got those down. They're unbelievable. Make sure you action upon them. A quick summary of them again for you. You have got canva.com. You've got fiverr.com for your graphic design. You've got Facetune 2. You've got VSCO. You've got the Unum app. You've got Adobe Spark Post. And you've got Snapseed. So make sure you get stuck into those. All right. So next up is, and I hope you're enjoying this. I really do hope you're enjoying it. Now you've got as you can see, like I said to you, you're building the pillars every step of the way here of how you can go and explode that powerful personal brand for yourself. Okay. So next up, we're going to talk about growing that reach. So audience hacking. So if you don't know what growth hacking is, well, basically what it is, I always find it funny when you have to say is twice, is what it is building your audience automatically. So growing an audience automatically that will attract to you. So what that means is it means automatically growing Instagram followers, automatically growing Twitter followers, automatically growing Facebook fans, Facebook followers, Facebook friends. Growth hacking is automatically following or getting people to follow you. All right. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. So pens at the ready, growth hacking your audience. So if you ever hear the word growth hacking again, it's basically just hacking growth. So growing ridiculously fast, right? So just doing it really, really fast. So growth academics, here we go. We're going to teach a few little tips here and maybe even just inspire you to take this mindset with anything that you're doing. So like I said to you, what is growth hacking? Well, it's exploding your reach online automatically. That's the beauty of it. It's that big automatically. So you're not there pushing the wheel up the hill the whole time. It's automatic. So think about this, guys. Like I said to you many times, the audience reach that you have, so the size of your audience plus your audience engagement equals the cash in your account. So the more people that see your business, the more eyes in your business equals the more sales, the more downline, the more cash in your account. All right. So if we can growth hack, think about this. If we can growth hack your audience, if we can explode you followers across every social media platform, then voila, you're going to have amazing results because you're going to share the incredible content that you'll have understood throughout this live training, and then you're going to go and engage with those people, all these additional people that you never knew, that you never had to engage with directly, and then they're going to engage back with you. So some simple tips to grow your audience. Okay, so simple tips to grow your audience. Just a little note from one of the girls there about Captivate, an app I'm going to show you now in a second. All right, so here's one thing first and foremost. When you know what your niche is, you can actually jump on Facebook, you can jump into groups, and you can start sharing content in groups. So most people don't know about this, and you can start seeing things that people are discussing, and you can jump into groups that people are, engaging in certain topics that, if let's just say you've figured out your topic is e-commerce, you want to talk about that, or taking anything. It could be cats, it could be dogs, it could be, healthy kids recipes, it could be horse riding, it could be anything, it could be travel. You can go find groups online, you can get involved in those groups. You can even find local groups, guys. There's tons of local groups, as you probably know, that you can get involved in. You can share your content that you're sharing yourself. You can just copy and paste it in there and you'll start to engage people. So get using that. It's a handy little hack, okay? Now, this is beautiful. You are going to thank me for this. I was going to say you're going to kiss me. You're probably thinking, geez, I wouldn't kiss your man if he was dying. You're going to thank me when you get using this app, okay? So whether you have an iPhone or not, don't worry about it. Get your hands on someone's, because this can work automatically overnight. So you can just teach them how to set this up for you. So it's called Captivate. What you can do is, it is incredible, guys. So you download it. You basically can laser target following people in any area. So let's just say you open up Captivate. I'm going to talk you through it here so you can understand how to do it later on. So you can open up Captivate. You can, let's say you wanted to target, for example, personal trainers in your area, all right? Or you wanted to target people who go to a certain gym in your area because they're the kind of people who are maybe interested in your product or might be good team members. For example, if that was your kind of, let's just say your dream team was people who are active and healthy and go to the gym. Well, here's the deal. This is unbelievable. You can jump into, let's say, a local gym that might have a couple of thousand people following them. You can go in, you can follow all of their followers automatically using Captivate, okay? So automatically using Captivate, you can follow their followers, and then you can go or ultimately about 30 or 40% of them will automatically follow you back. So 30 or 40% of them will automatically follow you back. So make sure your Instagram bio is looking incredible. Make sure it maybe explains a little bit or has great value being shared on your stream. And then these people will start to engage with you, and bingo, you're on the right track. Now, a little tip for you: when you're starting to use Captivate, make sure you start slowly, okay? So make sure you start slowly with it, and basically make sure that you don't follow too many people initially, because you want to slowly start to do. So growth hacking, one thing to remember with any form of growth hacking is you do it slowly, consistently, and then you increase it. Slowly, consistently increase it. Slowly, consistently increase it, okay? Because what that does is that allows you then to basically, the social media platform that you're on, they think that it's real, okay? So we never want them to think that it's inauthentic. We never want them to think that you are growth hacking, because we don't want them to ban you. We want them to think it's real. So slowly and steadily will get you to where you want you to be. Now, here's the beautiful thing. Not only am I showing you Captivate, I'm showing you its sister app called Cleaner. So the sister app Cleaner, the reason why we do this is, so Cleaner, what you do with Cleaner is, I recommend you go on a Monday to Friday, you follow people in the target niche or in the area, or the kind of people that you want following you, okay? So you go find, let's say, the gym, if you wanted healthy people in your area, you go follow all of their followers. About 30-40% of them over the course of two weeks or so will follow you back. And then at the weekends, you can use the app Cleaner, where you can go in and you can unfollow tons of people. So you can unfollow all the people that don't follow you, okay? Now, what this does is, this keeps a beautiful ratio of following to unfollowing. So you might be thinking, Garvin, you've lost me, man. What are you talking there, pal? I've no idea what you're on about. That means that when people see your profile, when people meet you in the street, when people come across you online, they look at your Instagram and they see that you might have, 10,000 followers. You might have 10,000 people following you, and you might only be following 500. So that makes you look unbelievably powerful, makes you look unbelievably strong online, makes people take what you're saying very, very seriously, all right? So use this, guys. This is an incredible hack. Like, it's worth its weight in gold. If you use this correctly, if you produce good content, you've got a good bio, that alone, some of my clients were pretty much like, that alone is nearly running their business for them. So get using this. It's unbelievably easy to use, okay? So another quick one to scribble down for you, I won't spend too long on it, is a software from your laptop, from your PC, called Arity software, okay? You can automatically use features across Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Yes, you can thank me when you see me. You can give me a high five, but this is unbelievable. Free of charge. Use it from your computer. You can automate tasks over there, following, unfollowing, liking, loads of different things. So, guys, the value of these two things alone, can make you add 6 figures to your income by the end of the year. So get using them. Get using everything that I'm showing you. As you can see, you can follow, mass follow, unfollow people that are not following you, etc. You can jump on LinkedIn. You can jump on Facebook. It is unbelievable. Okay, so get stuck into that. All right. Now we're moving on to our most important lesson, our final and most important lesson. So make sure you tune into this, guys. It's understanding your sales funnel. I've brought you through the exact systems and skills that are needed to build a huge personal brand, to explode your reach online, to target your dream team, to extract your unique selling point, to use the right language to talk to them, to create beautiful visuals, okay, to growth hack your reach. And now we want to understand your sales funnel, how many people you need to speak to, what kind of size audience you need to speak to get to the level that you need to be. Okay, so understanding your sales funnel. All right, so understanding your sales funnel, and this is like tying everything. It's like the bringing it's like I suppose it's the icing on the cake, or the top of the pyramid, or the top of the skyscraper, or pulling the bow together and just tying everything that I've shown you together through understanding your sales funnel. Okay, so from a stranger to a team member to a customer is our goal with everything that you're doing online, all right? We want to make sure that we're attracting strangers, we're turning them into visitors, we're making them into leads, we're turning them into customers, and then we're making them into promoters or dream team members or customer or long-term re-promoters. So people who, let's say, even if they're customers, they're word of mouth talking about you, all right? So that is the process we want to pull people through, from stranger to team member. So attraction, conversion, closing, and delight. All right. This is so exciting because it's so easy, guys, once you understand this. All right. So easy. Even take a photograph of that if you want to. So here's the deal. Here it is in more detail. So we want to take people from the awareness stage. So we're getting traffic at the top of the funnel. So this is really, really, really simple to understand when you understand this image. So you will understand this after I finish explaining it to you. So brand awareness, we want to take people from the awareness stage. We want to get them understanding you, getting to know you, all right? Using all the people that you're gonna automatically get to know, all right? We want to then introduce them to some form of content that you're sharing, okay? Some form of content that you're sharing. A list of examples on the screen there, and it can just even be your social media posts. It can be anything that you're producing, right? We want to then attract them. So we want to get them and turn them into leads. We want to attract that person, engage them in some form of conversation. And now we're into the lead generation stage, right? We want to take that person, engage them, and then we want to nurture that communication. We want to nurture that communication, all right? So whether that means direct communication with them, sometimes believe it or not, and oftentimes hugely with my clients, they're nurturing people and they don't even realize it, because you'd have people who are watching what you're doing online and they're kind of, if this makes sense, hopefully this does make sense, but when they're sitting at home and they're looking at what you're sharing online on their phone or on their laptop, they're kind of nodding away, even not physically nodding, but they're thinking, yeah, I like that, or, yeah, that's me, or, yeah, like if you're using the right language or if you're sharing content that they find interesting, they're kind of thinking, yeah, that's me, so that's a client, or that's someone potentially being nurtured. So they're in the lead generation stage. Sometimes what I'm trying to hammer home to you is sometimes people are in the lead generation stage and you don't even know it because they haven't engaged with you yet, all right? And then we want to ultimately convert them, okay? And then we want to basically retain them. So we want to convert them into customers, into team members, and then we want to retain them as both. So we want to retain them as both. And when you have a dream or a clear profile, your customer profile, your dream team profile, they will be retained because they're the right kind of people. So you've brought the right person through the plan. You've brought the right person from the traffic to the leads to the sales to the retention, all right? That is exactly what you've done. So guys, I hope you understand that. That's so simple to use. I'll flick over it one more time. So remember, plan, attract, nurture, convert, retain. Take a photograph of that screen. It's so important. I'll leave it a couple of seconds so you can take a quick snap of it, but get that traffic, turn it into leads, turn it into sales, and you can then retain it, all right? So they are the 7 steps to success, okay? So why it's vital to have a personal brand, okay? We touched on everything here. I've given you everything that you need to go and start making action today, all right? So find your unique selling point, discovering your dream downline, how to promote your brand online, your brand visuals, your growth hacking your audience, your online sales funnel, okay? So guys, I'm not really sure why you showed up today. Maybe you're just, maybe you're bored. And first and foremost, I hope you really enjoyed everything that I've kind of shown you. I've shown you the what. One thing I haven't shown you is the how. So if it's okay with you, I'll briefly introduce to you something. So as I said, I'm not really sure why you showed up. Maybe it's because you're frustrated with the level that you're expected to be. Maybe you're generic. Maybe you're lost amongst the crowd online. Maybe you've heard all the buzz and the excitement about how other people are having major success with brand new breakthrough and you wanted to see how you can make it, work for yourself. Or ultimately, maybe you're just bored and you wanted to hang out with my ugly mug. So whether you're building a personal brand, just always remember personal branding, building a personal brand absolutely rocks. It will make a huge difference to your life. It can transform your entire business. And ultimately, when we transform our businesses, we transform our life. I believe that up on this point, you have what it takes to excel with network marketing, right? This is something you can get started on. If you've been engaged up to this point, then you're obviously serious. And if you're serious, this is something that we can get started on together right away. So please remember, nothing I've shared with you here today is theory or fluff that might work. Nothing is. This is not what might work. This is exactly what my clients have done in my business, or in their businesses rather, to generate the results. And I've helped hundreds of people to achieve full-time location flexible lifestyles. Hundreds of people achieve the level of success that they want to achieve. It doesn't matter if you're a techno or a technophobe rather, or a newbie or bad with tech like me. It's all about just taking baby steps and taking action, guys. So it's taking baby steps and taking action right now. Okay. Some of the big benefits of brand new breakthrough are building your personal brand to stand out from the noise. Okay. Capturing the attention of new customers and new team members. Okay. Growing your followers and audience beyond what you ever thought imaginable. Imagine growing your audience beyond what you ever thought imaginable rather. I slur my Dublin tones. And attracting new customers continuously, attracting new customers on a daily basis, attracting new team members on a daily basis, all right? And building that personal brand that year or week on week, day on day, I suppose, week on week, and month on month, just differentiates you from the pack. All right, if there's one thing to take away, I have literally cracked the code and hacked how people can build a personal brand in order to get to their audience and sell their products and grow their team downline. I've cracked it, I've hacked it, I've cracked it. And it's literally changed my world, the world of my students, all right? It's very much a replicable system that you can put in place, and you can make a lot of money doing this and transform yourself into being a full-time distributor. You absolutely can. This is a rinse and repeat system that you can absolutely put in place for your business today, okay? So the obvious question is, how can you apply the system for leveraging the power of personal branding, building your profitable personal brand? How can you do it, all right? How can you implement these things today to get yourself full-time, to get yourself to become a full-time distributor, to live that location flexible lifetime, to bring your family where you want to bring them, to buy them the things that they want to buy? So you have a choice. You can pretty much do it the slow way through trial and error, take years and years and years. And like we said, the most important thing we have in our life, especially in network marketing, especially what you have, is your time. Or you can do it quickly using my program, Brand New Breakthrough. So what is Brand New Breakthrough? Well, it's my complete step-by-step program. It's designed to take you by the hand with no missing steps and no confusion. It is the quickest and most effective way to get from point A that we've spoken about at the start to point B, which is being a full-time distributor. So point A, where you're kind of lost amongst the crowd, to be honest, or point B, where you're a full-time distributor. All right, so what exactly is it? Well, it's a program that walks you through the steps. It's 24/7 instant and lifetime access, all right, including the updates that I continually come up with. It is literally step by step. Nothing is left out, all right? Nothing is left out. Alongside a growing community to support you and encourage you along the way. I am contactable 7 days a week, all right? So imagine you had the six-figure income that you desired, all right? Imagine that, just feel it in your tummy. Imagine you had that income that you just didn't need to think about things. You're going out for lunch, your brunch, your dinner, or you're buying, presents that you don't really need to buy people, but you're just doing it because you enjoy it. You're able to give to the people that are around you. You're able to surround yourself with the nice things. And, life is not about materialism, but it does help to a degree. Maybe you want to travel wherever you want in the world. Maybe you want that home of your dreams. Okay? Maybe you want more customers than you can even imagine handling, because that is what my clients have. Maybe you want freedom from worry, all right? So like I've said, imagine you want more customers than you can even imagine. That is what my clients have, where they're batting people away. They're literally they're forcing them away. They cannot keep up with the amount of volume that's coming in with them. Imagine you had that dream home that you have on your vision board, okay, that you always wanted, that you burning desire inside you to have. Okay, imagine you want that luxury travel. You want to be able to travel where and when you want, how you want. But most importantly, what I get the most satisfaction from is being able to help people get freedom from worry. Freedom from worry is just life is too short to be totally pent up and concerned all the time about sales or getting to the level you want to be at, or ultimately not feeling like you're achieving what you're capable of achieving. That is what generates worry. That's what generates misery and depression and unhappiness. And that is what I get satisfaction, most importantly, about extracting people from that and getting to the place where they want to be. So Introducing to you the Brand You Breakthrough Program, guys. All you have to do is follow the steps, and this is what I'll guide you to master. This is an overview of what I will personally, 7 days a week, guide you to master. 7 days a week. I can't emphasize it enough. Your brand creation, okay? You're creating that beautiful brand, understanding how to create that beautiful personal brand, understanding exactly what it is you represent, right? Social media fast track, how to fast track your sales and your growth on all forms of social media with no technical skills required. Even if you're a total newbie, even if you're not techie at all, the social media fast track, I'll teach you that, okay? We've got our content creation, so how to actually create that content, what to come up with, how to do it, how to make that content that's going to engage people, it's going to build your team out there, it's going to capture people's attention. So how to create that exciting content that will not only work for you today, but believe it or not, this is the beauty of it, guys. This is what I'm doing with my clients. The content that you create now will work for you in a month. It'll work in a year. It'll work in 2 years because it's evergreen. It will work in the long term. So imagine using your time now to not only benefit yourself now, but to benefit yourself for years in advance. All right? Growth hacking your followers. So how to growth hack your followers. How to growth hack and expand your followers beyond what you ever thought imaginable. Imagine being able to grow an audience beyond anything that you ever thought automatically. That's the big thing I want to hammer home. Automatically. Imagine being able to have social media platforms that are literally humming, that are buzzing with activity because you're attracting all of these people and it's all being done automatically for you. You're not sitting there adding people or liking posts or anything like that. It's all being done automatically while you sleep. So while you sleep, you're adding followers, you're engaging with people, and you're getting attention on your business, all right? Imagine that, because that is part of the program. Next thing is profitable and easy online marketing. So online marketing yourself in a simple, easy way to laser target the people that you want to be surrounded by, to laser target the right kind of customers that you want to be surrounded by. And that is so easy to do. So to take a couple of cent, couple of pence, couple of pound, every single week and laser target online marketing with the right kind of results, all right? And also that goes heavily into using the right kind of language, using the right kind of posts to attract the right kind of people, all right? So making sure your online marketing is on point. And then finally, your online sales funnel. So understanding how you and I take someone through your online sales funnel from total stranger to, like I showed you on the slide earlier, to promoter, to client, to downline, to team member, to customer. So bringing someone through that whole funnel step by step in a simple, easy way, all right, to get them to where you want them to be. So you might be asking yourself, how much will this cost me? So thing is, you could go out and hire a consultant. You could go and, you could hire a done for you service. You could try to get someone to implement this for you, but it wouldn't even work with a done for you service because this has to come from you. It has to come from your core. It's your personal brand. It has to actually come from you. It has to be extracted from you. This is how people go full time in network marketing. They extract this. This is how it can be done this year. This is not how it was done 20 years ago. 20 years ago, it was knocking on doors and meeting people for cups of coffee. Now you have to have a personal brand, okay? It has to come from you. So my one-on-one coaching, guys, starts with a £5,200 down payment. And I'm currently not taking on any more one-on-one clients. I've got a attractive one-on-one clients and I'm not taking on anybody else at the moment, all right? So you got to ask yourself, what are you going to be paying to master this yourself? So what would you pay to master this in terms of time, in terms of income, to master all the 7 steps of success that I've shown you throughout this live training? So it won't cost you £5,200. It won't even cost you £2,500. The entire system, everything that I've just shown you, is only £117, and I have payment options so you can get access to this immediately, access to me immediately. You can get behind the curtain immediately and start building your personal brand for as little as £39 a month, less than tenner a week, only £39 a month. You can get access to me right this second, and we will get going. Okay. And on top of that, guys, we've got our 4 essential additional bonuses, all right? Additional bonuses on top of everything that I've already shown you, all the value that's already been shared in everything. This is so exciting. We have got our weekly webinars, all right? So we've got our Ask Anything weekly webinars. So I find these unbelievable because what we do is we've got everybody on there when they're free. We start batting ideas around. We've got an opportunity for you to ask anything that you're struggling with, and I'll be able to answer it for you. Any hack, the questions I get from my clients are beyond bizarre sometimes with regards to building their personal brand, and I always come back with a solution for them. I pride myself on that, okay? In addition to that, we've got our brand new breakthrough mastermind group. So this is where the millionaire members hang out. We've got millionaire members in that brand new breakthrough group. So you've got the opportunity within there to ask questions. They'll help you as well. This is the beauty of it. We've got a really supportive community who are doing things in a different way, who are sure in themselves that they want to go full time, that they want to add zeros to their income, that they want to be unique, I suppose. They don't want to be the standard network marketer. They want to be different. They want to really get to the level that they want to get to, all right? We've got our 7-day-a-week support. Like I've said, I am here 7 days a week for you. You're never alone, all right? And then we've got our website creation. So I even show you on top of that how to create a beautiful website for yourself for less than £9 a month. Most websites, as you probably know, cost 2, 3, 4 grand. Pick a figure, programmer will charge you whatever, but I'll show you exactly with no technical experience required how to do it for less than £9 a week, all right? So a little bit of feedback from one of my clients, Patricia, just a little bit of feedback from her there about the course you can have a little look at. We have got a little bit of feedback from her. She's a star. A little bit of feedback from one of my clients, Andrew, getting serious traction with his business, okay? A little bit of feedback from one of my clients, Mel, signing up 8 people in a day. 8 people in a day. That's a standard day for Mel. I'm going to show you a very quick clip of one of my clients, Dan Norell, here now, who is one of my clients and absolutely brilliant.
Hey, I started working with Garvin and the brand Breakthrough about 3 months ago, and it's been an incredible experience for me. I know that I've always wanted to create branding for myself. I wanted to do more things online, and that's exactly what this has allowed me to do. The accountability has been there, the information has been invaluable. There's been so much information, actually there's been too much information. I have so many ideas of things that I want to do now. And so I highly recommend for really anybody that wants to create branding, especially in the network marketing industry, you are your own brand. You have to separate yourself in this internet age that we're in. You have to show people why they should come back to you, why they should be working with you, why they should be buying the products from you. So I highly recommend for anybody really to start to create their own branding, and there's no one better that I know than Garvin, especially if you're in the network marketing industry. So thank you so much.
So that's my client, Dan Norell. He's such a top guy. He's nailing things, living over in lovely, sunny Spain. Also got a lovely little note from Siobhan, who is O Fitness, who's building an incredible worldwide business. So I will move quickly on to giving you a little bit of a recap, okay? So sorry, Siobhan, if you don't realize it, is an online influencer who's living full-time abroad, okay? So a quick recap, guys. We've got your brand creation. We've got your social media fast track. We've got your content creation. We've got growth hacking your followers. We've got profitable and easy online marketing. You've got your online sales funnel. We've got our bonuses in there. You've got your weekly webinars bonus. We've got our brand new mastermind. We've got our website creation, and you've got 24/7 access to me. So if you're serious about taking action, then jump online now and go to, it's a little bit different. So tune in for this, okay? So go to go. So instead of putting in www, you simply type in go.brandu, that's brand with a U, simple letter U, breakthrough.com. You can see it there on your screen, brandubreakthrough.com. In fact, I'll quickly reshare my screen with you. Social media fast track. We've got our growth hack and content creation. So if you want to be accessed, you want to access this course now, you simply go to brandubreakthrough.com. So go.brandubreakthrough.com and you get instant access to me. Okay. So go.brandubreakthrough.com. You can get my special webinar offer of only £39 a month, instant access to everything that we've talked through, instant access to me. And if, for example, if you are more of a PayPal lover, I've even set up, you can organize, you can pay via PayPal. So paypal.brandubreakthrough.com. So like I said, guys, it's a little bit different. You don't need to put in www. You simply put in go for go.brandu, just the letter U, as you can see on the screen, breakthrough.com, and you can sign up instantly, get instant access to me, and we can get your personal brand built, and we can get you on the track to becoming a full-time distributor right away. Okay. So one thing I love in anybody that I work with I seriously love action takers. I love people who take life by the scruff of the neck and make things happen. So on top of that, I've also added a fast acting bonus. So if you sign up in the next 10 minutes, you'll also receive my viral video marketing mastery. So I'm going to include an extra package for you with viral video marketing mastery, how to master video. And that doesn't mean you having to necessarily put your screen on or your face on the screen. If you'd rather, not put your face on the screen, that's no problem at all. I show you how you can master video footage, video content, which is ultimately what gets people's attention hugely without even having to put your face online. So you can jump on that immediately. So fast acting bonus for people who take action in the next 10 minutes. You can go to go.brandyubreakthrough.com. So open up a new tab right now. You can open it up right now. Put go.brandyou, the letter U, breakthrough.com, and you can sign up. And also, if you want to use PayPal, you go paypal.brandyubreakthrough.com. Okay, this offer won't be live for long at all, guys. So please take action now if you're serious. The obvious question is, how can you apply the system for leveraging the power and profiting from it? Well, you have a choice. You can go the slow way through trial and error, like I mentioned, or you can do it quickly using the program. So you got to ask yourself, if all you did was build a personal brand to stand out from the noise, would it be worth it? Okay, would it be worth it? For less than £10 a week, would it be worth it? If you got 40, 50, 60 new team members, would it be worth it? Okay. If you got yourself loyal, long-term customers, would it be worth it? And if you could live location flexibly, would less than £10 a week be worth your investment? All right. So everything I do is built on earning while you learn. I get so excited by this because week on week, your knowledge grows. So if you want your knowledge to grow week on week, if you want your income to grow week on week, then get on go.brandyubreakthrough.com. Let's start building your personal brand immediately, and let's start fast tracking your income levels, right? So most importantly, guys, I take you, like I've said, by the hand. I personally guide you in this step-by-step process, 7 days a week, to provide you with the results that you desire. And most importantly, together we have accountability. So open up that new tab. If you want to be accountable to yourself, if you want to make your time lead to real results, if you want to build that personal brand, if you want to get yourself to go and becoming a full-time distributor or adding zeros to your income, then open up a new tab now and let's me and you do this together. If you stayed on the call to this stage, you're serious about taking action. So let's take action now. Get advantage and take advantage of what I'm offering with a 10-minute timer on the free bonus. All right. So go.brandyubreakthrough.com, go.brandyubreakthrough.com. Because here's the thing. You're going to have disposable income, whether you know it or not, or of course you know it, but you're going to waste money on eating out, magazines, partying, snacks, shite food, whatnot. That's where the paycheck goes. It just starts to dissipate. So you can let your money dissipate. You can let it just settle into all the shitty areas, or you can take it and you can invest in yourself and you can get yourself to the place that you want to be with your life and your business, the place that you deserve to be, the place that your family and friends deserve to have the fruits of your labor. Okay. So if you invest in yourself instead of blowing it on something temporary that brings you no return, that is what will lead you to having serious results. So invest in yourself. Don't be the person that wastes their money, that lets it sink into crappy junk food, or buying cheap disposable clothing or whatnot. Take your income and invest in yourself. For less than £10 a week, you can invest in yourself immediately and get yourself to the level. I will be here 7 days a week to personally take you by the hand and show you and coach you everything that I know that's helped people go full-time, both network marketers, both personal influencers, get them going full-time and having six-figure incomes by simply investing in yourself and no longer wasting money on absolute junk, bottles of wine, cigarettes if you're a smoker, like I've said, cheap magazines, even just junk food, like it all starts to tot up. For a couple of pounds a week, you can take action and invest in yourself. And I'm here to drive you and be accountable with you to get you to the level that you want to be. So invest in yourself. Have the car of your dreams, okay? Have the time with your family. Because ultimately, the thing that gives me the most satisfaction and gives me the drive and the passion to do what I do is that it allows people to it unlocks time, okay? It unlocks time. Time is our most valuable asset. money is not. Time is our most valuable asset. If you could unlock time and have more time for yourself, for your family, that is the goal of life ultimately. The more time we can spend with the ones that we love, we're here for such a short period of time, that the more time we can spend with them, the more you can succeed, okay? So I am here to help you 24/7, 7 days a week to help you. Maybe not 24, give me a chance to sleep, but I'm here 7 days a week to drive you forward, to unlock that time for you and for your family, to have the potential that you so deserve, the potential that you have within you. Don't let another week go by, another hour go by without taking advantage of that potential and letting it just sink and waste, okay? Because you can also, on top of that, when you unlock that time and you have that income stream coming in by having a personal brand, by having a healthy, busy business, you can then travel wherever you want in the world, okay? You can be wherever you want in the world and you can have the income that you desire. But ultimately, for me, it's most important to be able to deliver you the potential, give you the opportunity, deliver you the skills and systems and strategies to be able to unlock yourself from your day-to-day time constraints and get more time with your family, with your friends, and doing the things that you love. So invest in the tools right now to break that old habit. So if you're ready to invest in yourself, if you're ready to take things seriously, if you're ready to be the person that you want to be, then open up a new tab now on your browser, brandubreakthrough.com, and sign up now before my offer is gone, before this webinar offer is gone, for less than £10 a week. So this training is going to help you get to the next level. This training is going to help you get to the level that you never expected, okay? Everything within that is my ultimate goal for you, is create an irresistible brand that attracts your dream customers, your dream downline, so you can stand out, you can serve your team better, and you can make more sales, more team members, and you can get yourself to that level of what you want to be. So if you're serious, guys, open up go.brandyou breakthrough, the Action Takers offer, including all of my bonuses, including the Brand You Breakthrough Ask Anything weekly webinars, including the website creation, including the private members Facebook group, including access to me 7 days a week. On top of that, our Fast Action Movers bonus, including our viral video mastery, okay? So how to master video without even putting your face on it if you're shy. We've got all of that in our Action Takers offer for only £39 a week. So if you're serious, you've got two options there. You can immediately open up the new tab, go.brandyubreakthrough.com, or if you'd rather use PayPal, you can use paypal.brandyubreakthrough.com. You can get yourself set up immediately, you can get yourself ready to rock, and you and I will connect in a matter of seconds, and we'll be instantly building your brand. So let's take action. Go.brandyubreakthrough.com or paypal.brandyubreakthrough.com, because the difference, guys, is success and failure is taking action. Success and failure is taking action. So you can, like I've said, you can unlock your time. We can extract you and get you to where you need to be. You can extract you from your day-to-day hassles and the monotony of being lost amongst the crowd. We can build you a serious business, or you can go and be lost amongst the crowd, be lost amongst the noise, and ultimately lead to failure. Because the only way you can succeed today in network marketing is having an incredible personal brand and all of the strategies that I've shown you throughout the course overview. That is the only way that you can get to the level you want to be. So that is it, guys. Brand New Breakthrough. I'm excited to start this journey together. So like I've said, if you're serious, open up that new tab, go to go.brandyubreakthrough.com, or if you'd rather use PayPal, you can go to paypal.brandyubreakthrough.com, and you and I will connect in a matter of seconds. You've got 10 minutes to take advantage of that Fast Action Movers bonus. Don't delay, take action today. And if you are on the call now, you are someone who's serious, with someone who has taken their business to the next level, and I'm so excited to be behind you, to have your back, and to ultimately give you every drip of energy that I have to get you to where you need to be. I'm ultra excited. Excuse my language, I'm fucking pumped to get to know you. So I look forward to seeing you on the other side. So open up that new tab, go to go.brandyubreakthrough.com, or open up PayPal and paypal.brandyubreakthrough.com, and I will see you on the other side. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.